At some point, every person who ever built something great had to do one thing that felt like failure. They had to stop, step back, and start again. Not because they were weak, not because they gave up, but because they were honest enough to admit that the path they were on was no longer taking them where they needed to go. And that honesty, that painful, humbling honesty, was not the end of their story. It was the beginning of the real one. So if you're here right now, feeling like you lost your way, good. That feeling is not a sign that you failed. That feeling is a sign that you still care. And as long as you still care, nothing is over. Here is what no one tells you about starting over. It is not going backwards. It is not weakness. It is not proof that you cannot do this. Starting over means you learned something. It means you grew enough to recognize what was not working. Most people never get that far. Most people keep going in the wrong direction just because stopping feels like losing. But moving fast in the wrong direction is not progress. It is just a longer road to nowhere. You did not lose time. You gained clarity. And clarity is worth more than any shortcut. Think about where you are right now. Maybe you lost momentum. Maybe life hit you harder than you expected. Maybe you let the wrong habits creep back in. Maybe you stopped showing up for yourself, and you are not even sure exactly when it happened. That is okay. It happens to everyone who is actually trying. The fall is not the problem. Staying down is. Because here's the truth about resets. A reset is not admitting defeat. A reset is a decision. A conscious, deliberate decision that says, I'm not going to keep pretending. I'm not going to keep drifting. I'm going to stop, look honestly at where I am, and choose a better direction starting today. That takes more courage than most people will ever have. So here's what a real restart looks like. It does not look like a perfect Monday morning. It does not look like a new journal and a color-coded plan. It looks like you, in this moment, deciding that yesterday does not define tomorrow. It looks like choosing one small action today that points you back toward the person you're working to become. One workout, one honest conversation with yourself, 1 hour of focused work, one choice that says, I'm still in this. Because momentum does not need a perfect start. It just needs to start. And refocus, real refocus, is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters. It is about cutting out everything that has been pulling your attention away from what actually counts. The distractions, the noise, the habits that feel comfortable but quietly keep you stuck. Refocus means looking at your life and asking one simple question. Is what I am doing today building the life I want, or is it just filling time? That question changes everything. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience, from scars, from lessons that other people have not learned yet. That is not a disadvantage. That is a foundation. The strongest version of you is not the one who never fell. It is the one who kept coming back, every single time. So restart, without apology, without shame. Reset, let go of what is no longer serving you. Refocus, lock in on what actually matters, and move forward, because the story is not over. It is just getting to the part worth telling. If you're ready to start your next chapter, hit subscribe and join us. Like this video if it gave you the spark you needed today, and comment the word restart below to lock in your commitment. Your story is just beginning.